Hey, it's Dina, Wim, and Jurgen live from Bruges, and you're watching One Funny Morning. Welcome to One Funny Morning Show. From Monday to Friday.
And sometimes on Saturday.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Carmen.
Cortez.
Good morning, everybody.
What's outside your weather door?
Good morning. Uppie, everybody.
Hi, I'm Gail from Massachusetts. I'm enjoying a beautiful fall day at my weather door. And you're watching One Funny Mother with your host, Dina Blizzard.
Oh, that was so lovely, Gail. So nice to see you. We're going to have you guys do some.
I know.
Yeah,
You'll
we
have to
do
send
one.
some videos, and you can just be in different places around Bruges, and you
Yes.
could tell us some interesting facts or make them up.
Where we are.
Oh,
Yeah, tell everybody where we are. So it is,
Okay.
I wanted to be able to show you outside of Bruges. If you haven't had a chance, go back and watch the video we made, because boys did such a great job of it, taking us around and telling us a bit of the history. Outside is beautiful, and we may go live a little bit later, but it's a little too cold to be outside.
And we tend to have terrible public Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
not good public Wi-Fi. So we'll try to go live and maybe take a walk down the street so you can see it. It's so beautiful. But right now we're in, where are we, Wim?
So, yeah, to be able to do this, we had to make a bit of an advertisement, but I used to work here, so why the hell not? This is the Duke's Palace, the only 5-star hotel of the Flanders region where we live. And it used to be the royal outhouse of Mary of Burgundy. So blue blood, fancy house, fancy
Now, when
tea
you say
place.
royal outhouse to us is the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
The what? The bathroom?
The bathroom is
That
the
got lost.
What
Yeah.
did you
Yeah.
say?
That
He
got lost.
said royal outhouse.
Let's say
Okay.
vacation house.
Okay, this is a gigantic.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah,
Beach house.
it's not tiny. We're basically in a mansion right
Yeah.
now, and the hotel has been kind enough to give us this room to set up and go live. But it is a mansion. So it's an outhouse. Here is a summer home.
It's a summer home.
Maria.
Because I imagine there are still
make one
outhouses.
mistake.
No, you said it on our way in, and I thought, oh, that's a funny word.
So you waited until now to tell me.
Well, I didn't think you were going to repeat it again, but you did. So that was fun. So that's what you call like a summer home?
Yeah, vacation home, basically.
Is your
Yeah.
outhouse?
Outhouse.
Oh, I have to tell you, the bathroom is so nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's marble and it smells like flowers.
Yeah, the lights are flickering. I didn't.
The lights are. Yeah, we didn't notice it in real life.
It's
Oh,
haunting
it's
here.
funny because in
yeah.
real life,
Yeah,
it's not
not.
doing
That
it.
depends on the frames per second setting on your laptop.
Oh.
It's like the haunted mansion of
It's so funny
Bruges.
because in real life, it's not doing that.
Yeah.
It's just a steady.
That's also why dogs watch TV now when they didn't used to before.
Yeah,
Because
course,
frames
it's
per
different.
seconds on
Yeah.
TV are faster now, and their eyes work better than ours.
Yeah.
So they only used to see flickers on the TV, but now because the TVs are better, they can actually see what's happening on TV.
You did not
So now
know
they
that.
look at it.
These two are so smart, and I just sit there and I'm just like in awe of what you're saying.
I'm a master of
We
useless
are.
facts.
What are we?
So smart. Oh, we're people smart.
We are sophisticated.
They are very sophisticated. We were supposed to be in the shop today,
Yeah.
but it turns out the shop is under construction.
Yes.
A little bit.
Little bit. So we're not able to do that. My mom's dog watches TV, said Denise. That's so funny. Now that you say
They
it,
even have TV shows just for dogs.
Somebody did tell. There's a whole network. Just for
Yeah,
dogs.
there's a dog
I had no
network.
idea. So
Cheers, everybody.
cheers.
For
What's the word?
drinking.
What's the word you say?
Babacas.
Ababakis. Ababakis. Yeah. Okay. So somebody asked if there are a lot of ghost stories around here.
Yes, there are.
Tell us some. What's like the most haunted place in Bruges?
Actually,
Well, maybe the
this
skull
was
on the
this
gate.
hotel because
Okay.
when I was younger,
I feel like we
this-
should have known this before.
like when
Yeah.
I was young, this hotel exists like I think 15.
Don't
16,
ask me, I have
17
no idea.
years. But before, it's a beautiful.
So yeah, so let me give you a little bit of the shopping is maybe a block from here.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see it from here, a very busy street, and then you kind of turn down a very quiet alley, and then there is this beautiful mansion / outhouse with a tower, very majestic, with a very tall black iron fence with
Yeah.
like gold at the top, and it's very majestic. So go ahead.
Like now hoe noem je dat? De hevel,
The facade.
the facade, yeah, it's white, and before
Yes.
it was black.
Oh,
So, but it was actually a hotel that was like a haunted mansion. There was nothing in here. It was so expensive to renovate it. So
Right.
Yeah, it was completely run down.
They bought
What?
it, and then they renovated for I think 4 or 5 years.
so what is the name in case anybody has decided they wanted to come to Bruges?
5
um,
stars.
Yeah.
The only one.
What is this called?
This is the
Duke's
Duke's
Place.
Palace.
Duke's
Duke's Palace.
Palace.
So go online and look up the Duke's Palace. But this was whose was it now that we got past outhouse? It was-
Maybe Google, because I don't know enough facts about her, but this used to be Mary of Burgundy's outhouse.
outhouse. And so this was someone's personal residence?
Yeah, and I think for hosting tea parties and stuff like that, and connecting, and
So I'm going to just turn this real quick, just so you can see the grand scale just of the doors. When I was in the lobby, I had to ask them to turn the music down.
Maybe you have to do a tour and come back to him.
Well, maybe
when
I'll do
it's
that.
still
All right,
in
you
there.
two stay here.
Yeah.
So
Bye. Click play.
it's very grand. Look at these doors. So I can't imagine, and then Jürgen and Mulder, how this would have been someone's personal residence at some point. Oh yeah, I'll show them the yard too. So this is the hallway. Look at this. It's so beautiful. And so, I'll show you the grand staircase when you come in. I just look, did you see outside? Look, this is Bruges, and it's cobblestone everywhere. And the boys were saying, they were talking about internet, like how quick it is. And Wim was saying, it used to be very quick, now not so much. But I said, how do they even run the lines? And he said, well, they will take the streets up and do construction and then put it back exactly the way that they found it, which is extraordinary because it literally looks untouched everywhere. So it's so beautiful. But like, can you imagine, like, these are doors that would have opened from floor to ceiling of someone's outhouse. So it's just here. This is, so you can kind of see down the street, that red building. That's the main street where there's just lots of shopping. But it's just so lovely. All right, so be quiet. I'm going to just walk us through to this foyer. So this is what you would have come into. It's just, I think the internet is getting wonky, so I'll come back. But every back. Okay, I'm back. I moved. So this is what is just outside of the room that we are in now. I'm just going to scoot in. Here, you come this way. It's like we're on an airplane. So, yeah, window seat. Yes.
Kind of.
I have the window seat.
So,
Always.
so anyway, yeah, outhouse has a very different meaning here.
I figured that out now. Thanks.
Yes. So, are there any other specific ghost stories that you can think of in Bruges? Like,
But not exactly a ghost story, but we talked about it a bit yesterday.
Yeah, the
About-
famous ghost from
What?
Brugge you
Who
met
is-
yesterday.
what?
Natalie.
That's their friend who was at dinner. Don't listen to
No.
him.
So one of the gates, the gas siren gate, I guess, if you translate it literally,
Mhm.
it has a skull embedded
Oh,
on
yeah.
top of it, a
Yes.
real one, an actual skull, and it's called the Traitor of Bruges. You know how we explained how if something happens, they pull up the bridges and lower the gates?
Right.
He's called the traitor of Bruges because he's one that once opens one of the gates as a traitor to let everybody in.
Mm-hmm.
And they punished him and sent a message to every other idiot that would be stupid enough to
Traitorous.
try that. Placed a skull on that bridge and said, "This is what's going to happen to you if you try this again."
Is it still there?
Yeah, it's still
His
there. It's
head is
embedded
there.
in the gates.
You want to see it later?
It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah.
have to say one more week. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
for the-
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not
we
exactly
have-
a ghost story, but it's a real
Yeah.
story.
Our biggest traitor was Benedict Arnold. Do you know him? Have you heard of him?
No.
He so my dad was a big historian, and I took him for his birthday on what I called a historic and holy trip. So there is Saint Kateri, who was our first Native American saint in the Catholic tradition, and she has a shrine in Pennsylvania. And then we went up to New York and took a tour up there of a lot of where war was. And was it? Yeah, I think it was Benedict Arnold. But either way, he was a traitor to us for the French, and he at the time it was when we started our military, what is West Point.
West
you know,
Point?
do you know
Yeah,
West Point?
I know what. Yeah.
And so he had the plans for West Point and was going to hand it to the French and give them so they could attack it.
Yeah.
And he gave it to a soldier to put into his boot, and they found him, and then they realized that the only person that would have known this, or maybe it was the British, and then he retreated to France. Yeah, you're probably right. But either way, they found out it was him, and so he quickly escapes and goes to a British ship, and then tries to get away. But it was this whole thing.
Mm.
So I know something. Is this me?
You're so smart.
I'm not that smart. It's
Yes,
only
you
because
are.
my dad loved it, and it was amazing. Mm-hmm.
Do you know a lot of smart people in your life?
Most of the people I know are smarter
Yeah?
than me. Yes, almost everyone is smarter. By the way, what are you wearing, Wim?
Wow.
Facts. I am wearing
what?
facts.
So this is one of our new shirts being modeled by Wim. So if you have a fella in your life,
Come on, make a little tour.
stand up, twirl
Stand
around.
up, twirl up.
So Wim is our model today.
Show your
And
muscles.
yeah, look at him. So we have 2 shirts coming out today. This is the first, and I was like, I'm gonna bring these. Dina,
comfy
Tanya,
fabric.
such a good show.
Dana?
No, that's my name. Tanya.
Tanya, yeah.
Yeah, she's one of
Yeah.
our.
And how much does it cost? Not so much, huh?
The shirt?
Yeah?
I think it's 25. All of our t-shirts
Oh,
are 25.
That's
Yeah.
not much.
Unless I send them to you, and then you have to pay
Then we
$400
have to pay
in
like
taxes.
Yeah,
$250
thank
for
you.
one t-shirt.
When we got back from the cruise, I sent the boys a care package. It was
Yeah,
the Chardonnay
with
Go
everything in
game. It was, I think I sent you
And the
Steak
wine
Diane
umbrella.
shirts,
Yeah.
the wine umbrella. It was a big care package. I was
Yeah.
like, this is going to be great. I don't have to pay for anybody to ship it.
Yay.
And then they got hit with taxes on that box.
We
It was
paid like
ridiculous.
Not her
100
fault.
It was awful.
I think we paid like $140
It
or
was
something.
more than what we would have sold it for.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just brought them in my suitcase this
I
time.
guess it's the intention. that
It
counts.
was a good intention. I was like, tell them you don't want it. Just refuse the package. Yeah. Let me tell you about the dinner last night. I'm going to brag because Wim and Jurgen threw the most beautiful dinner party last night. And I'm going to tell you, first we started with aperitifs.
Like
Alcohol is basically
usual.
aperitif.
And we do a lot of aperitifs. And we had hummus.
Hummus.
That's
Hummus.
hummus. You say
Hamas.
hummus.
You say Hamas.
It's very funny. I'm starting to pick up a little bit is that you just don't say all the letters. If you just do some of the letters, then you might have a fighting chance. So we had hummus. And
But if you don't know beforehand,
cheese,
it's never the
then we
letters that you
had-
think it's gonna be.
no, it's never the
Then
letters.
we had
This was so good. So this is the
Oh,
I'm
watch
glad
out,
it was
which-
not any of your nudie pictures.
Yeah, imagine that.
Okay, here. I do this.
You were going to be a lot viewers, I think.
Yeah.
Or a lot less.
So this was the salad that he made yesterday. And so it's got bacon that's goat cheese that was
Goat cheese,
warmed.
yeah.
And then those are apples. When did you make the apples?
Yeah, and just fried it in a
Caramelized.
pan.
Yeah, when
The
you were-
apples?
Yeah, when you were drinking.
I thought you
made
baked the apple. It was so good. It was I literally I was about to lick the bowl. It was so good. And then we had some more aperitif, and then he made homemade gluten-free pumpkin lasagna.
Yeah. Everything was gluten free.
It was so good.
Wasn't that special?
Like, can I tell you about the Pringles?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So a part
She
of
got to eat potato.
with the hummus is he had Pringles, and he was like, these are gluten free, and I was like, no, they're not. It looks like potato chips, but apparently it has gluten in it. He was like, no, and then he showed it to me. I think I ate all the Pringles.
Yeah.
I haven't had a Pringle in like 8 years. It was
Yes.
so good, and he had
And
all this
we
other.
had-
He had all this fancy food. I was like, I'm just gonna eat the Pringles because I just.
The other
Like-
people came in and she was like, to say hi. She was like, hello. Well,
I don't remember it
Yeah.
that way, Wim,
Pringles.
but oh, it was so.
It's like I told you, we have a big wall in the marketplace.
Oh,
of
yes.
Everything gluten free. So normally we never check this out, but we were looking things for you. So you
There's an
remember?
entire
and the
section of
shop
it.
was, wow, they have everything that is gluten free. I have to eat gluten free also. They
Yes.
have more
but
food
that's
gluten-free
thanks because of the
than-
Dutch, not because of us. They're way
Yeah.
ahead of dietary
Oh.
foods compared to us.
That's
Yeah.
good. So yeah, I told Wim that we are going to have him on Cooking with Di, and we'll do one night for salad, and then we'll do another night for the gluten-free pumpkin lasagna.
Pumpkin spice, cinnamon.
I should be.
lasagna.
I can't food. I can't
Wim's not-
food to save my
He
life.
can't food. He can drink, but he cannot food. They made all the food, Mooney. It was so good. So it was aperitifs at 5:30. So I showed up and Natalie was there, and you'll meet Natalie, I'm sure, at some point. And I stayed till 11. So it was approximately 6 hours of eating and
There
drinking
she
and laughing.
is.
Oh, there she is.
Hi,
Natalie, come
Natalie.
here. Come to the outhouse.
Natalie, we are waiting for you.
We
Where
are waiting.
are
For, there's a
you?
chair here for you, Natalie. You have to meet everybody.
Come to the Duke's Palace
And
now.
so it was around 11 o'clock, and I'm trying hard to stay up till at least 3 o'clock in the morning, but I don't make it. I usually fall asleep around 11:30. I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Oh.
So I'm trying. So this morning the boys were like, we're going to push breakfast back. And I said, fine. So I got there around 11:30.
11:30, yeah.
I just got
and-
out of the
Early.
shower. He was still in the shower.
Turns out
We
the
were not
party
ready.
didn't end until 4:30.
4:30.
Yeah, Natalie left at 4:30.
4:30. We got there for aperitifs at 5:30 the night before.
That's 12 hours.
I said, you guys partied for 11 hours. And his mom left at 4. She's
Yeah.
lightweight. I left at 11.
She came for one drink and
Never
She ended up
on
staying.
us,
It
Yeah.
was she and okay. And so Jurgen's mom speaks very little English. And so most of the night when we were talking, it was just us feeling each other. I was like,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. She was like, oh yeah, girl, like
Mhm.
that. So we
Yeah.
totally
Yeah.
understood it. So
She
I
vibes.
love Mooter. Yeah, it was fun. We had a great night.
Yeah,
They
like-
had a much longer night than I did.
Yeah, like my mother, she was actually hearing the whole story you were telling, and she said, "Yes, yes." I said, "Mother,
Wait,
do you know what
wait,
she's
wait,
saying?"
let me tell him the story. I
Yeah.
said the story. She said she doesn't like to fly, so she's
Yeah.
never going to come to America. So I tell her. So I'm trying to act it out. I said my mooter doesn't like to fly, either, but we
She
gave
did it
her
too. She was like,
medicine
"Yes."
so she could go to Italy.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And she's like, okay, right?
Yeah.
And then Jurgen was like, she has no idea what you said. I go, no, she got it. I could feel that she got my mooter and the fly and then the medicine. And then
And then I asked her, Mother, do you know what she said? Yes. She took the plane to see the doctor. I said,
Close
"What?"
enough.
I was
Okay,
like,
that's okay.
no, that's not it. I said I did this and this and this. It didn't.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So funny. So funny.
So,
There were a lot of secrets being thrown around last night too.
yeah, it was an
From
amazing
people.
night.
That's what you get with family
Oh,
dinners.
yeah,
It
wow.
happens.
All our friends are so in love with Dina. How can that be?
It was such a good night. It was
Yeah.
such a good night. And then it was funny. I was walking to their place today. I'm literally probably 50 steps from their house. And like I said, there's not a lot of cars on the street. It's very much a walking city. And so, you or I couldn't bring a car into the city. They can have a car in designated places, but there are no cars even parked on the street. There was one street where there were like 6 cars that one
Yeah.
night.
Our particular street has no parking zones.
Nothing.
No.
And so it's beautiful, and it's so hard to describe, and hopefully you got an idea of what it was like from the video that I put together. But so when I was getting close to their house, there were so many people on the street, and then you realize that these are all the people that are there for the cruise trips, or like the
With the
outings.
flags in the air.
And they
stuff
all
like
had
that.
like the green flag, and they're kind of moving through the city. And I was just saying, like, thinking to myself, like, what a different experience
was
it has
us.
been being here with these two, because they didn't have a green flag at all
you know,
during our
actually.
trip. So it was, it says, does everyone live near where they work?
Oh, do we live where we have to walk 10 minutes to our business?
You do. But do
so-
most of the people that live in the egg also work in the egg?
No.
Not necessarily,
No?
but I guess simply the perspective of what's a long drive to work for you guys is probably very different from how we experience it.
So the boys, so if you were looking at the video we made, they were saying how Bruges used to be the port city, but then through a series of like moats and dams and canals, the port is now, don't tell me, it's called Sea Bruges.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that
Yeah.
where the cruise
Yeah,
ships
the
stop?
cruise ship's
Yeah.
coming there.
So they said actually Sea Bruges is the port city now. It's been pushed out. So I say, oh, well, do you go out there I can't imagine it's that far. And they were like, Dina, it's very far.
My parents live there, but it's far.
Yeah.
And I said, really? How far is it? He's like, oh, we very rarely go. It's 25 minutes. And I was like, okay.
I know, that's sad.
Yeah. And so
You guys need airplanes to visit your family.
yeah, we just driving. Well, to ask these crazy ladies, Tanya and Shakendra act like everything's around the corner, and they live 14 states away.
Yeah.
And you two don't want to drive 20 minutes. So it's very funny.
No, actually, sometimes we take the car to go to
But
our work.
It's not just us being lazy, but Belgium is infamous for having terrible infrastructure.
Really?
Yeah.
In
As-
terms of mass transit?
not just transit, but like traffic or road signs, or it's a hot mess.
Huh.
Yeah,
And you all drive on the right side.
Yeah.
we still
You
do.
too.
Yeah.
And we do. But
Yeah.
when I was in England,
Yes,
obviously,
no,
they were
left.
on the left, and it just.
Do you think it's
That's
possible
weird.
for you to
I'll be
drive
afraid.
left? It's so difficult. You know what the most
Yeah.
difficult thing is when you have a round
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Then you have to, how do I have to get off?
Yeah, I was positive we
Because
were
you
going to
do like
die when
this,
Jan was
yeah.
driving. It was. I really think the whole time I would have to say still. Like, it would be a lot.
Oh.
You're drunk?
He's gonna get another drink.
No, he wants to
from
get
me.
more drunk.
Oh, I understood.
Yeah.
I heard drunk.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Drunk.
You're gonna get me another drink.
That's what she's taking home.
No, nobody.
That's what
had
we
the-
thought.
That's all I picked up. Drunk. Mm-hmm.
We're such good people.
We're so loud. We're so loud.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Is it evening there? No, we're 6 hours ahead, so it's 3.
It's beautiful
It's 3 p.m.
weather. We have
3 p.m.
blue skies.
Yes, it's been quite lovely because
Yeah.
when I left Glastonbury, It had said it was going to rain the whole weekend, and
Oh.
pretty much did, but on and off.
You want one?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
No? Do you want
Um,
bourbon?
No, I'm good.
Not yet.
I'll be asleep. And so on the way here, I looked at the weather, and it said it was going to rain for the 4 or 5 days I was here. And it turns out that it has been quite beautiful. So we've really lucked out, right? Because the worst day was when I arrived.
Yes, Saturday, but it was really bad because it was black sky and it was so dark.
Yeah.
Like my neighbors they said, "What does she have to think? She comes to Bruges, and it's like, so, yeah, welcome to Bruges."
Yeah. I leave tomorrow, sadly. So we are trying to hit all of the things that we miss, and I feel like
we have to do a lot.
We have to do a lot. We're gonna.
I said this morning to Wim. It's like normally I say to people, if you are here like 3 days, more than enough. But actually, it's not.
When you're drunk, it takes
enough.
a lot longer.
It's so because we saw
the sober up.
We saw so much, but we didn't see anything.
Well, that was funny, is that I was thinking about how much we had seen just from the video that we made. And there were so many things that didn't even make the video, but I was trying to keep it kind of tight and short. And then today, so there's the church, Our Lady.
Church of Our Lady.
Church of Our Lady. And we've walked by that church almost every time we've gone out. And you kind of walk down their street, you go over a bridge near Otto's, and then continue to the right, and it'll take you down to the bar that we went to. So, you your landmarks are make a right at the church and make a left at the brewery. And you basically have Bruges. And then the chocolate stores. And then you count 3 chocolate stores and make a right, and that's their house. And the Belgian waffles. When you see this Belgian waffle, take
the
a
best
laugh.
Belgian
The best. They're all the best.
best.
But today, just before the church, Jürgen was like, "Oh, you have to see this." And so we just went down a different path, and it was
basically the back of the church.
The back of the church, which was so majestic. And
you don't have a picture of it?
I do. I have 1,000 pictures.
It's been lovingly dubbed the Love Bridge.
It's you have like 17 love bridges.
Yeah. No, we have Lake of Love and we have the Love Bridge.
It's just amazing. It has been just so beautiful.
Actually, for your viewers, if they want to have an idea from Bruges, you have to see the movie in Bruges with Colin Farrell. It's like they
but there's a lot of swearing though. So
12, 13 years ago, they made a movie here. It was so bad because Colin Farrell was so difficult. Everything he wanted to do, we have to close things. He wanted to,
I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that? But in that movie, you see how Bruges is. You see a lot of beautiful places.
That's true.
Now, somebody asked, said, did the boys really think you would come to see them?
Of course we did.
Did you?
She pushed us so far to get here. So
she took us hostage on the cruise.
I did.
Yeah.
She took us hostage, so it was our time to return the favor.
It's been lovely. It's been lovely. It's called En Bruges, like E-N, En Bruges.
I-N.
In Bruges.
Literally
in
Bruges.
Bruges.
That's the title.
So, yeah, they have to see that. So.
We zien alweer de kwam op.
Ja.
Thank you.
Wees wat hem hierop?
Ja.
Alsjeblieft.
Dank u wel.
Merci, tjus.
Aguau.
Dank u. Thank you so much.
Aguau.
Dank u.
Thank you.
Dank you.
Dank u. Thank you.
Dank u.
Dank.
Dank.
Like thanks.
Dank.
Dank.
Dank. Dank u.
You know what dank is?
Dank.
Dank u. Wel.
Wow.
Dank u wel.
Dank u wel.
Yeah.
Dank u wel. Dank u
Like
wel.
yesterday, what's the word you say yesterday so good? You cannot remember.
I can't.
But
That's why I recorded it. The one where I was slathered in butter.
Met mijn hat in de butter gevallen.
The hat in the butter the ball.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. The hat in the butter the ball.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Just try it once. Every time you try it again, it get worse.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, every single time.
Every time I see that one sign with the bikes, I just can't. And I've said it 7
Like,
These are bubbles.
It says, do you have big grocery stores or quaint little shops to buy food?
Oh,
we have a bit of both, but the big ones are never in the center.
No,
So
not
that makes
in
it a
the
bit less easy to
Mm.
shop around with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's never as big as yours.
And they love IKEA.
Oh
Big
yeah,
on
I
IKEA.
love IKEA.
Yeah, Rosette actually
Okay.
stole a lamp.
Okay,
from our
yeah. Let's
place.
talk about last night. So
Okay.
last night's dinner
We think
was the
times.
3 of us.
She sent me a
Mooter.
picture of it.
Natalie, who we're hoping is going to walk in any second, hopefully you meet, and then
What?
and
She's-
then
she's-
is that in her house?
Yeah, that's in the house. So yeah,
So and then Rosette and Joe, also known as Yo, who own a restaurant here in town. I'm going to post it, so if you ever come to Bruges, you can go see Rosette and Yo, and so we're having dinner. And it's a 6-hour dinner. So we're somewhere between this meal and this meal, and we're drinking. And then all of a sudden, Rosette gets up and goes to the living room, comes around the corner with a lamp in her hand, like a tall standing lamp, just holding it, unplugged, and just walking through. And I'm sitting here and I'm drinking, and I'm like, happening, right? Listen, there might be customs here that I don't know about. So I was like, maybe after dinner you pilfer things from people's houses. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not from here. So then she takes it, and the boys are on the 2nd floor, which is really a 3rd. And and it's an elevator that comes up, and so you open the door and there's the elevator. And so she opens the door and then takes the lamp, walks through the door, and puts it in the foyer just outside of the elevator to, I guess, make sure I don't want to forget my lamp. Let me put it by the elevator. And then walks in and then comes sit down. And as if walking around with other people, that would be like me going over and grabbing the lamp and just being like, I'm almost ready to go. I want to put this by the door. So I guess my face was like,
Actually,
what's
when you
happening?
say it
Yeah,
now, it's so
really? Because it's weird. Yeah, it was. So my face must have been like, So Natalie looks at me. She goes, oh, Dina, she's buying the lamp. She said, don't worry, she bought the lamp. And I was like, are we allowed to buy stuff here? And he was like, no. And I was like, I don't know. It sounds like you just sold a lamp during dinner to Rosette, and she just walked off with it. But the funny thing was, Natalie was just more concerned. She's like, no, he did get the money for it. And I was like, okay, yeah, that was my
so that
concern.
happens.
And so just pull the picture up. So now,
So this morning,
Rosette sent the picture. Your password doesn't work.
yeah, wait, this one.
Yeah. So Rosette just sent a picture. There's the lamp, but in Rosette's house because of the dinner, like an estate sale, exactly.
Take it.
But right in the middle of a dinner that was beautiful, and everyone was drunk. And then you shop the house.
Yep.
Could you imagine you go to somebody's house for dinner? You're like,
I love this. Sure.
It has been lovely. I'm going to take this.
Basically.
And just head
like,
out.
It's like you take my orange.
Yeah, I would
cabinet.
love to.
Oh,
I love that
I'll take
cabinet.
it.
If I could take that cabinet with me home, I would.
Just so you
it's
know,
normal
that's
with us.
it's
And I don't
it's
know
not
for
normal.
sale.
Yeah.
He just has an ulterior motive, and he
Yeah.
wants to go shopping at IKEA soon again. So he needs to get rid of everything else to have an
Yeah.
excuse to go.
And then we were sitting like in the living room and chatting, and the whole time Rosette is like, where did you get this rug from? We're like, Rosette's about to roll this rug up and put it by the elevator.
This close. This close.
Because she
No.
said, because apparently it was from IKEA, and she was like, you're going tomorrow anyway, so if I take this rug, you could just go get. And they were like, yeah, just grab it.
Mhm.
Do
Yeah.
what you want.
Would you buy? I was gonna take the table, but it's so big. So
That's a
big.
beautiful table.
No, trust me, I'm looking around for something to snag, and I'm not even going to tell them. It'll just be missing.
We
It'll be
don't
like, have
mind.
you
How dare
guys
you.
seen the nun picture? Because it's
The big
At
missing
least
one.
the big
Rosetta
one.
paid us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk out with just like my shirt like this. See you, fellas. And they'll be like, what?
Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, maybe you took my whole
So
apartment with you.
Funny. It was so
You
funny.
can ship my
And
apartment.
not
to
normal.
New
Let me
Jersey.
repeat. Do not do this when
Yeah.
you're in Belgium.
It was
No.
so funny. It was so
But
funny.
everybody knows it when they come to my house and they say, "I like this. Can I buy it?" I say, "Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
give
why
me a
not?
good price for it and
Yeah.
take it with you."
Mhm.
I like new things. That's
Mhm.
why
Yeah, no, it was so funny. It was so funny.
it was funny. Now, if I think about it,
Yeah,
actually, I forgot it that it happened. So,
yeah, you were drunk as a
but-
skunk.
No,
He was just like, well, how much you gonna give me for it?
Yesterday he was fine. 2 days ago he was
Yeah.
not fine.
I was.
Oh, you were sick that day.
Yesterday, I had
Yeah.
to.
Oh no, drunk.
I had to cook. So
Oh wait, let me show the picture I took today. So we were at the house and cleaning, and so it was like pictures of the after party. Oh, look how many pictures I've taken already this
Oh,
morning.
so many
carnage.
pictures.
This was last night. This was this one.
Oh,
Oh, this one.
Mm.
This was the leftovers from the drinks last
These
night.
were the fallen.
These were the fallen.
Yeah.
It was just so lovely. It was so
it
lovely.
was.
I know there were so
This
many.
one is so good. You didn't post this.
Oh,
already.
I
No.
don't think I did.
No.
So Jurgen loves pictures of nuns. So there is a picture probably that as big as that, a
Usually
mirror.
in questionable situations, smoking.
Well, the first one
drinking.
is the big one. That's that
beautiful
size,
one,
really
yeah.
beautiful.
seductive
and
nun.
It's really cool. And then yeah, there's a kind of a collection of nun pictures on a different wall. And so we were talking about it last night, and then Jody posted this picture of Jurgen and Women Eye, the Sisters of Perpetual Imbibing. And so today we're
Which
gonna
could be a
go.
convent name in Brugge.
Yeah, obviously.
It could exist.
So Jurgen says, I'm going to be on the wall now. We're going to frame it and put it up. And so I'll get my face on the wall. So it's
Yeah.
funny. Uh-huh.
People will be so
So-
confused if they ever come inside.
It's so fun. It's so beautiful. I know.
My dream came true. I'm a nun.
You're a nun. Mm-hmm.
I'm everybody now.
Which in Dutch is not a compliment.
Mm.
What? Oh,
Being
by
a nun,
is
but
it,
yeah, it's probably the same context as for you.
What do you
Dad.
mean?
You're like a
A nun?
Yeah.
You don't live.
You don't live?
Yeah, like we said.
Oh, like have fun, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel
Then
like you
you're a
don't know
nun.
nuns.
Yeah, no, like
I know some
sometimes-
nuns and they're having
Sometimes we said
a
to-
lot. Let me tell you a story that so the kids went to Catholic school, and the principal who's in charge, that's like that runs the
Mhm.
school, she was great. But she
Thank you,
she was
Jody, for
very-
the nice picture.
Oh, Jody
Yeah.
is big. A lot of fans here. It's very strict, and I was in charge of helping to renovate the library, and so we were working one day and pulling things off the wall. It was just her and I, and it was in the summer. All of a sudden, she started cursing, and I
Excuse you.
put my hammer down. I was like, I'm gonna need you to watch your language. And she was like, Dina, stop it. Come on. And I was like, okay, first of all, you're about to be struck by lightning, and I don't want to stand next to you. And she was so fun. She was one of my favorite people. I have to find her. She had moved to a different, I have to go find her. She was a lot of fun. But I think the nuns have a lot. I mean, based on your pictures alone, I think the nuns
I
are
like
fun.
nuns. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
So,
I know. Did you saw the movie The Nun?
no. Oh, is it
Never.
scary?
Wow, it's
Yeah, I don't
scary.
want that. No. So last night was super lovely. Some of us went to bed at a reasonable time, and some of us stayed up.
Exactly one person took a decent hour.
Yeah, one.
One
She
person.
folded.
And then this morning I was telling them I was at my Airbnb, and it's perfect size for an individual, and it's a great location. And so I'm laying in bed, and I hear someone banging on my door, which should never happen when you're in an Airbnb. And so I came to the door, and he was like, "It's the plumber," and I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Can I come in?" I was like, "Nope."
That's the beginning of a strange.
Yeah, I was like, "Nope." And he was like, I'm here to fix the toilet. And I'm looking at the toilet. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. He's like, no, it's broken. I was like, is this the beginning of you murdering me? And I was like, I don't think so.
Or something completely different.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
another
lot
one of that.
happening. And so then I hear someone in the hallway, yelling from one floor up. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. It's upstairs. And I was like, okay.
Maybe he's American too. Wrong floor.
Maybe that's what it was. And then he came back again and he's talking through the door, and I'm not opening it. And he was like, can you just tell me if you have hot water? And I was like, this is the weirdest murder show I've ever watched. And so I turned it on and I'm like, that's getting warm. He was like, well, just let it run. We had a problem upstairs. It was just kind of funny. But I was like, no, I'm not opening the door.
Well, that's the old part of Bruges that is less practical. And maybe it's because of the old sewage systems that we share. The water taps through the entire building.
Yeah, but the Airbnb lady, my host, called and she was like, I'm really sorry. We had an issue and I heard he was knocking on your door. So she was very, very lovely. I feel very safe here.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people said, good for you for traveling by yourself.
As opposed to Brussels.
Don't do that in Brussels. But the place that I'm staying is very safe and perfect for two. So if anybody ever decides to travel, let me know and I'll give you the name of the lady. But
we are close to us, so
I'm close to Jürgen and Wim and Otto's, the waffle place, and church, and yeah. So yeah, it was quite lovely. I've enjoyed the location. We haven't spent much time on is the other side of Bruges as fun as this side?
Oh, we still have a lot to
different.
see.
It's like
we also have windmills on the outside of the egg that you
I
haven't
haven't
seen yet.
seen them. Yeah.
Okay.
I keep doing this, but you can't see.
We do over there.
Over there. And you
Yeah.
go down.
Yeah. What time is that? Like the middle of the night? No, it's about 3:00 in the afternoon here.
Yeah.
It's quite lovely and pretty outside. And I wish I could show you more.
It's the
from
first
here.
decent non-rainy day we've had, actually.
I think that
Saturday
the day we were on the boat, that was
We
kind
got
of
lucky.
lovely. Yeah.
Yesterday when you were gone,
Mhm.
I was starting talking English with Natalie. I said, "Why are you talking English?" I said, I don't know.
I have to tell you, it was so funny. At dinner last night, there were times where people were speaking in English so that I could understand, and other times where everyone was speaking Dutch for Jürgen's mom as well. And it was just so beautiful to just be sitting and listening to this beautiful language. And the funny thing is, remember, he said something to Rosette and she didn't like it. I mean, just based on how he said it, and then Rosette's face.
You knew she.
I was like, I have no idea what you're
Shade.
saying, but you just pissed her off and you said some stuff and you're about to be punched in the face. Like, it's just funny how without knowing a language, you're like, I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
But
I've
you
I've
can also
done that
see it on
face.
his face, even without
So
hearing
funny.
anything. But he has a look.
Mm-hmm.
When he does that, he has a look.
It was so funny. It was so funny too, because I think it really does teach you, like, the humor is so universal, English is obviously not everyone's first language, but there's just funny as we talked, and how many things we had in common and how many things were so different, but just finding the humor in all of it, it was funny. Yeah. Facial expressions are universal.
So you had a good holiday in Belgium?
I had a lovely holiday
You're not
in
done
Belgium.
yet.
It just has been, it's very funny. I mean, I still, now as we're getting,
Natalie
as
is
we're
there.
getting,
In
is she
2
here?
minutes, you're gonna see our best friend.
She's here?
Yes, I saw her.
Oh, we're going to have to figure out where we're going to
Oh,
put her.
it's an old witch. No, it's Natalie.
You're going to be in trouble.
It was literally a gargoyle he was pointing at.
What
A gargoyle.
Do you know gargoyle?
Gargoyle.
water spoon.
A gargoyle.
Okay, gargoyle.
Gargoyle? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what it is.
No.
No.
So-
Okay.
Ah, but she's going to the bar. I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, she is here.
Natalie is here. You have
Come
to
say
come say
hi.
hi. Okay.
Ze lost his
Natalie
life,
has the most beautiful hair you've ever seen. You're gonna see it.
She has a really good hairdresser.
Oh, she does. She does.
And she smells nice.
Natalie. Mwah. So this is Natalie. She's so lovely. I met her on our first night. She works at the restaurant of Rosette and Yo. And she's fabulous. And she has the most. So tell them about Natalie's hair and what you did.
Before Natalie was.
I know. Let me see.
I'm gone.
Here,
Natalie.
see if Natalie.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can say a little bit there. Natalie had like a blonde bob.
Yeah, with a bang,
Yeah,
cut
like for
through the
20
front.
years
Like
old.
down like this.
How long you had it? 20
More than
years?
20 years,
Yeah.
yes.
So yeah, I said, come on, time to cut it off and have your natural
And
color.
stop
I
hiding.
said no.
You don't-
I
I don't
said
know
no
if you
You cannot
way.
see the
Yeah, I
real
know. You
color,
can't.
but-
Let me see. It's just so beautiful.
That's her natural. People pay a lot of money to get that.
beautiful. I know.
Kan er zwarte dikke kun je
Ja,
even
ja.
voor ons.
She looks a little
Like,
bit like
Like
Cruella.
that.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah, but
it's
Yeah, but
so
it's just because it looks black here
Yes,
on
but
screen.
it's normally not.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And so Natalie has a son as well. So we were talking about our sons and we were talking about
Yeah.
everything. And so she was with us at the bar the first night. Natalie
Zoals
comes
we
in. Yes.
Om je aan?
Wijn.
Wijntje? Of mijn kavaatje?
Nee, een wijntje zoet.
Zeg jij hallo tegen iedereen?
Hello, hi everybody. Oh, sorry for my voice.
Oh, well, someone was out last
That's-
night.
mhm.
Oh, so
That's
fun.
from last night, so
I heard you were there till 4.
4:30, yes. Mm.
I was the American lightweight. Yes. And so I was saying Natalie, and Jürgen was like, it's Natalie, right? Natalie?
But you can say it.
No, I am
Everyone.
going to say the way it's supposed to be.
It's the age, Natalie, yes.
There's a
Natalie.
question here from Jody, and she asks when you are ready to go gray.
Yes.
I always say to my clients, you are ready when you are ready for
I'm
it.
ready.
You don't have to do
I
it
don't
because
think
I have
so.
a lot of
Here,
But
you, have
it
to
was
scoot,
like-
you have to scoot
like
closer.
Natalie. She
Ah,
was
thank you.
blonde, and she always wanted
You have
to
to-
have
there,
blonde,
close,
blonde,
close.
blonde, gray blonde, so ash blonde, and she had a beautiful color. So I said, "Come on, we remove all the blonde and we go natural." And now it's the best thing you did, no?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So go gray when you are ready for it.
Mm.
And nose, sometimes you get older with gray. Imagine Dina's.
Well,
gray.
I have a lot of
Yeah,
gray,
you
and I
have a lot.
still color it, but I don't think I have enough gray yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hmm.
So I still have like
You're
another month.
You're too young.
So another
too
month
young.
to go. So Natalie, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Did you grow up here?
Yes, I live in the egg, like we told yesterday. So lucky that I can live in the egg. I work in the restaurant. I don't know if you told already.
medicine.
No.
You told about the restaurant, yes? You
Mhm,
went?
I did.
I work there. So it's hard work, but I love it so much, so much, so much. So I couldn't do anything else, even with my age.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
And I love the boys, like you
Mhm.
heard already.
She was the maid of honor.
Yeah.
Of
Mhm.
on and off.
Wemmeke, yes.
Mhm.
Normally from me, but I
I
had
stole
another
her.
one.
He
so.
stole me, yes.
She prefers me.
me, only.
Whatever.
I love it. So the only ones you haven't met officially yet, I showed on the video last night, are Rosette and Yo. And hopefully you will meet them as well. She totally has a Kitty Radcliffe voice. So Kitty Radcliffe is a lovely woman I met many years ago, and she has such a great name. And when she said it, she was like, "My name is Kitty Radcliffe, darling." And she just sounded so fancy. And so anytime we meet fancy people, it's a Kitty Radcliffe.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, in the morning she calls
I see
herself
that as a
Barry White.
compliment, but in the morning I say to myself, you sound like Barry White.
I love
in
it.
the morning, yes.
I love it. I have that. I have a deep voice at night, especially if I'm up till 4:30 in the
Mhm.
morning drinking with my
Mhm.
friends.
That would explain a lot.
Yes.
Mhm. Is that lovely lady the lamp stealer? Nope.
No,
No?
she is not.
No.
That is Rosette.
I'm not stealing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
she
love
paid- she
Natalie.
paid for it.
Natalie's voice, sexy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mhm.
She was a man before.
Whisper in
that's
her
why.
ear.
Massasots.
Lucy said, "Can you sing Let's Get It On?" That's Barry White's song.
Oh no.
No, she'll have to learn it. It's a Barry White song.
If I
don't want her
sing,
to sing.
everybody's gone. Yeah, nobody will look anymore.
We have a recording of Bohemian Rhapsody that will be
Yeah.
locked
Mhm.
until the end of days. Nobody is allowed to hear it.
Mm.
Karaoke we did with 3. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So
Bad.
fun.
bad.
So fun.
So bad. And you think you sound good if you sing
No.
the karaoke
Oh no.
in your head. You're so
Oh,
good.
amazing. In the
And then you
shower?
hear your voice.
Yeah, no. No,
Not-
I did not get that gift for sure.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
How old do you think Natalie is, people?
Don't.
Yeah.
Only if
Marvin
Natalie.
Gaye, yes.
Yeah.
Only if Natalie is comfortable talking about
Yeah.
that. That's
Sure.
not her.
Why
Okay.
not?
Okay.
Oh, they're fine.
I've
Let's
earned
see.
my
That you
stripes.
guys can guess. How old do you think that Natalie is? Natalie is absolutely beautiful.
Be kind. Be
What
kind.
a smile,
please.
they said. They love you. Somebody said her voice reminds me of certain actresses' voice, but I can't remember her name. 55, 52, 51, 65, 38.
65, Kim. What? You're dead.
You're dead to me.
You
48.
cannot say that on
Yeah.
American.
Oh, sorry.
Otherwise, the FBI is
Sorry.
coming.
Oh,
She might
yes.
get blocked.
The FBI is not
Sorry,
watching
sorry.
our cast.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
50,
It's
49,
funny.
nice.
54
Thank
said
you.
Judy from Canada. She says 54. Her hair is absolutely beautiful. Mhm.
So I'm
Good hairdresser.
58.
58.
Good, Teresa.
Yes.
You win.
Mm. Kathleen Turner. That's who you sound like.
Teresa, you won a T-shirt.
He's gonna send it to you. It's gonna
Yeah.
cost you $130 in
Yeah.
taxes for you to get it.
I will put Pringles in it.
Yes.
You
Yes,
can have-
I was telling Natalie about my pellets, and I was like,
Oh, yes.
Natalie, and then I was telling Rosette and Joe, and Rosette was excited, but then Joe was more excited.
Mhm.
Because of
Uh,
obvious reasons.
Mhm.
I want
So I'm gonna
pellets
get
too.
everybody up in here. It says her skin is so lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, she
Mm.
loves
Yeah.
being shiny.
Mhm.
That's a trademark.
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, Teresa, you
That's
won a
good.
lamp. She didn't win a shirt. She won a lamp. It'll be from
that's so
Jurgen's
lovely.
house.
We're all out of
I'll
lamps.
ship it to you.
We just sold out. We're
Yeah.
I'll just start picking stuff up and shipping it to people as a prize.
I need a
And
new
you-
lamp
you
too.
asked-
So.
Is it custom here? Is everybody for sale here?
I was like, are
and
we
there?"
allowed to buy stuff? It was so funny.
Yeah,
it was so funny. We had such a good night
Yes.
last night. Mackenzie said, I want to look that good at 58. I know.
Thank you.
I
Thank
know. So I'm gonna put her on the Bumble.
you. Mhm.
Yeah.
Get the pellet.
But I forgot my password, so we couldn't
Yeah,
get it.
We're gonna work on it. Yep.
Yes.
It's gonna
If
be
somebody
great.
knows a beautiful American boy,
Mm.
Never
there
know.
she is.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
George
gonna ship
Clooney or
her
Something like that. Yeah.
to America?
To America.
And you have to pay taxes for her. If it is in pounds,
Mhm.
you have to pay a lot.
Her
so-
skin is stunning and flawless. Natalie is
Not-
gorgeous.
Not, but
Wim has
Thank
beautiful
you
skin
anyway.
too. So youthful.
Hey, don't talk about my skin.
Oh.
Hello.
Everybody was saying
Look.
that when your mom was on the live last night, and even the picture of her
You were
in the
twins.
Golden Girls, yeah, you're basically twins.
Yes.
That's
Mhm.
like when I was younger. I show you yesterday, no?
Which one?
It should be in your WhatsApp. Let me
A
look.
picture of you and your mom.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
this is me. So this is me. It's gonna be my new profile.
I love
picture.
the earrings,
So
though.
and now I'm gonna show you how my mother looks. I hear.
Well, next to each other. Wait.
So
Yeah,
So
funny.
I have this one.
Look,
Oh yeah.
So
So-
that's
Oh
the
my
one
gosh.
that's
Judy
me.
made, and
That's how my mother looks.
A real photo.
My mother.
And that's me.
My mother.
it's 2 drops of water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love myself.
Are there what's pellets? I missed that conversation. Pellets, Rachel, I started hormone replacement therapy probably almost a year and a half ago. And so for any women that are going through menopause, if it's right for you, you have to talk to your doctor, the whole thing. But it's been very helpful for me for lots of reasons, some of them health reasons, some of them just fun. So I was telling Natalie, I guess it's not a big thing here, right?
No,
The
we
pellets
didn't
yet.
know it
No.
existed.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. So maybe Natalie will be coming over every 3 months for her pellets. Who knows? So I have a question. Do you
Yes.
find, like talking like if Natalie, we were to find her an American lovely man and ship him over, but do you find that
Ship him
many Americans have married people from Bruges? Like, do you find that there is a lot of
No, I don't
And the
think.
more-
like we don't care for
No.
you.
I think
don't
we
like-
are too sophisticated for
Obviously.
American people.
What does
Obviously.
happen a lot is like Brits that marry Belgian people.
Brits. Okay.
Yeah.
Brits, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, a lot.
I don't know. Is that because of World War II kind of systems or being
Maybe
shipped
it
out,
started
or-
then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys just have much more access. How do Belgians feel about Americans? Are we annoying to you? Like what is the general consensus? It's probably we're dumb.
No, it's
No.
not.
You're not dumb.
Dumb,
No.
no.
Why do
No.
you say that?
Because we don't know languages.
But we
Yeah,
know
that's-
why you don't get exposed
Many
to
people
them.
don't.
We
Not
don't.
only
We
Don't
don't.
you Spanish?
But maybe a
Mhm.
bit of Spanish because of Mexico.
Yeah, look,
but that's
Tanya
about
said,
it.
I'll move. Find me a Belgian fellow. Oh,
I know a lot of Belgian.
yeah. Tanya. Maybe we'll do 90 Day Fiance Bruges version.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a
Oh.
catch in Bruges, to be honest. It's not good pickings around
No?
here. No. You know.
Mhm.
Like when he said,
Yeah, it's just like,
you know,
Jurgen, I
Uh,
love myself.
have to
We in America
say-
should say this to
you have
ourselves.
to say
daily.
that a
A
lot.
We don't
lot.
say that.
I
Yes.
said a
Yeah,
lot.
we dodged that
I love
bullet. We didn't have
myself.
to answer that
And
question.
Well,
Don't restart you.
Look, I'll find me too. Find me a guy. Me too. Find me a guy.
Oh.
I'll come with Tanya. Yeah, listen, we
They
can. I
all
can
wanna
just
live
ship
here.
all these businesses in.
New business class.
yeah.
Starts a dating
and one
deal.
container, all the girls shipping to Brugge, nearby the sea. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That would be funny.
I'll have a business.
Mhm.
Shipping.
Ophelia,
Shipping business.
look, Ophelia's like, I'm in. I can get 10 girls here by tomorrow. So line them up.
Now we need your voice. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, with your sexy
No,
voice.
no.
I wonder if we shipped it, we did an exchange program, right?
Ah.
So like you would come
Yes,
and
and
you,
other
yeah,
come
and then
here.
Tanya would come and then we'd
That's an
see like
idea.
how long
How-
it would take,
Yes,
right?
to find. the
Because like
right
if you
one.
came over and then I like took you around to some place, like I would wonder where I would take you, but Philly would be our closest city.
Yes.
But everybody would be taken in by your voice and your fabulous hair. You'd just be staring at you. It just isn't it funny that I don't know if it's like that. Let me ask you this. This is the question. So in America, we don't have lots of other languages as much as you have here.
Yes.
And so if you are an American woman and you are anywhere and you hear an Irish brogue or Scottish,
Oh my God, the accent.
your whole body melts on the inside
Really?
and your vagina
That's
catches
true.
on fire. And
That's
so
a vagina.
I'm
so
just
true.
saying,
That's so true.
like when you hear us talk,
Yeah, did you
does
see
the
that?
same
Did
thing?
you see that man looking like
So
"Huh? Her vagina is on fire? He was looking like that.
He's waiting
man.
around the
Yeah,
corner.
he's
I'm
right over
sure
here.
of
He's
it.
peeking. But like
My
when you hear,
vagina's on
Yes.
fire.
when
They
you
came in the
hear-
restaurant, a couple, and she was Irish. And I said, "Oh my God, I love your accent." And the man said, "I'm Scottish." And I said, "Oh my God,
Yes.
two together."
yes. So like when you hear Americans talking, does anything happen in your
Mm-mm.
Not really.
Okay.
Not
That's important.
to
we
me.
know.
Mm.
No one. No one. Mhm,
But
okay.
maybe depending on the individual, but not because of the language.
So is it everybody is taken in by the Irish brogue, the Scottish?
I don't
It's
know,
okay.
The
but
Italian?
it's
It's
all
okay.
Italian.
It's
Yeah.
a
Whisper in my
Yeah.
ear,
Yeah.
and Italian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Italian
No.
doesn't do it for me. No.
Yeah.
No,
I
Italian.
don't know.
Too
Mhm.
extravagant.
Yeah.
But no, if they speak slowly and like whisper.
Yeah, but we should know as Americans, no one is like swaying back and forth when they hear us. Like, how you doing? Nobody. Apparently, yeah, no one's.
But I
going
love
nuts.
Americans.
Thank you.
I think
Now
like,
I
Since
love
I'm sitting right
Americans.
here.
Very
Thank
open,
you.
Jersey does have
open,
a
more
charm,
open
though.
than us, I think.
You think?
I'm sure. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. That's interesting.
Like on the boat, we were so many Americans.
Yeah.
We're also on an American boat.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
It was American.
Oh yeah.
You didn't know that?
Well, I don't know. It's
The
just there,
cruise?
so I didn't
Yeah.
think about it. But are there some ships that are considered Belgian
Yes.
boats?
No Belgians.
No Belgian. What are the other boats then? Like English?
We have P&O was Belgium or English? P&O.
Piano,
Then
English, I
have
guess.
Norwegian.
Norwegian. Okay.
And then we have.
But they're mostly English speaking, right? Norwegian Cruise Line.
Everybody speaks
Yeah.
English.
German, you have German cruises also.
Yeah, but you don't want to sit on a German
No,
ship
no,
and
no.
eat all the
The food
day.
is
We don't
terrible.
want that.
Bockwurst.
Wurst.
Bratwurst.
Wurst.
Yeah, look,
Whoosh.
Susan said I'm 64. I'm getting pellets for the first time.
Oh, good luck,
Susan,
good luck.
you're gonna
Susan.
Oh,
have,
you need to come to
oh,
Bruges.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Susan. You know what I mean?
Do you want to repeat that? I didn't quite.
No, we don't. We don't. I don't even know how I'm going to filter that out.
Related.
Okay, let's bring it back to Sesame Street. Do you know Sesame Street?
Yes,
Okay,
sure.
we're going to bring this back
Cookie
to
Monster.
the clean version. What did he say, Susan? That'll be for a replay, and hopefully it'll
Where's Susan?
not be there.
Oh.
I had nothing at pause. Good.
It's a Tipsy Tuesday already.
Mhm.
So
Not
we
yet.
we may try to record something later of us that we will post at 9:00 for Tipsy Tuesday, but it'll be 3 a.m. here. So I don't think we're going to be live. We are. That is a problem for all of us because I'm pretty sure they all have to
Really
work
has
tomorrow.
to.
Yes.
Really.
But I will be leaving tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will be in the air tomorrow for the morning show. So if I miss it, the boys, I probably will be live. I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
we
knows?
We take this over.
Yeah, we just see you later.
One funny boy alive. Each morning, no, each afternoon.
Yeah,
afternoon.
afternoon for you, morning for us.
You know what? We're gonna do every day Tipsy someday.
Tipsy every day.
Tipsy
Tipsy
someday.
every day. Yeah, we can do that.
Mhm.
Tipsy any day.
Tipsy, yeah.
Tipsy all the days.
Mhm. Are the boys having to work too while you're visiting? No, when
We
I
took
gave
days
them,
off.
they did. They took
Normally
some
we're
days
working
off.
now, but
Yeah,
we
they have been
closed.
very kind, and
Yeah.
it has been so lovely. And I hope that you have, felt like you've been getting kind of the inside look to Bruges. As I was watching all of the people today on their cruise walks down the street, I just think there's such a difference between even what we did on our
Yes,
cruise. You
that's
get a
true.
sneak peek to these cities, and you
Yes,
hear
yeah.
facts, and
But
you
it's
get
so
to taste
fast.
food. But it is so fast. And so this has been such a treat, and I hope that you've enjoyed the lives that we've done. I want to thank all of you for being a part of our Bruges experience, and I hope to do it again sometime. I'm gonna try to learn some words.
You have
Just
to.
say one more
Just-
time. Mama had in the boot.
Mama hop of the students.
No,
And I think it's obvious that
That
I've
wasn't
learned
me.
something. So I want to thank all of you for taking the journey with me, not only here, but also in Glastonbury. And hopefully that you take a moment, whatever you're doing in life, wherever you are, Judy says, and I repeat it every day, is to do something nice for yourself. I feel like a lot of us kind of are wonderful in the fact that we're in service to others, in our families, in our relationships. But this year has been a lot, and I have not been writing the last few days because I was going to, but I was like, I need to just be here and
We're gonna
enjoy
write
it.
for you.
Prioritize.
So I'll be back to writing when I get home. in my she shed. And but thanks for being here and meeting all of our new friends. I hope you get to come to Bruges sometime and run into one of these lovely people, or come to the Outhouse and enjoy. What is the name of this hotel again?
Duke's
Duke's
Palace.
Palace.
The Duke's Palace.
5 stars.
Let me see.
Five
Yes,
stars.
5 stars. But there are so
Fancy.
many beautiful places to see. So thank you so much for joining us. And like Judy says, I hope you get to do something nice for yourself or for others. But I hope you have a great day and a blessed day. And I look forward to seeing you guys Thursday morning for sure on the morning show. So have a great one, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.